Okay, we are back. Hopefully, double flat thumbs to infinity thrice. Happy Flatterday. Right, let's see my comms are in order. Double fantastic, super smashing great, and look what you would have won. So I'm back. It's been a while since I've done a Flatterday show, unless you've been on the moon. You probably will know that I've become Pat Texan. That's right. I am going to do Texan things from now on. So yeah, so I've been away in America doing really cool stuff. It's been a fantastic ride, as I'm sure most of you have seen. I've shared most of the experience with you all, and it was fantastic. And then we got back into the UK sometime in the past, which I can't really pinpoint. We won't go there. Whereas got like fucking incredibly sick, which is really weird for me because I haven't been sick in like 25 years. Got zapped. I think I got zapped. I think we got like diverted to Cancun in Mexico. And there were all these like really weird little cell towers every fucking where. And people were like literally passing the fuck out and stuff. So it was like, I think we just got like proper irradiated. And then everything just went weird after that. Can't really remember or pinpoint anything at the moment at all. Because it's just giving me a brain wipe. I literally got reset. Something weird happens on that fucking airplane. I think they zap it to my mind. Okay, because for the last 2 weeks, I've been able to string two fucking thoughts together, which is really frustrating for yours truly. I can guarantee you that. So I'm going to share something on the channel today, some works, but we're going to put it into the context of this. Okay, nothing is new under the sun. I'll leave it all to your own imagination, do your own research. But what we're going to talk about is why they were wearing wigs in the 18th century. So it seems that there's gentlemen and women putting like white stuff all over their skin and stuff to hide sores. And they're wearing wigs and they're putting powder in the wig powder. And it's a really highly strange practice that didn't continue for all sorts of various reasons, which we're looking into. So we're going to propose something this is for the benefit of YouTube, because they seem to fucking miss everything because it's so stupid. In the context of the 18th century. Okay. So what we find is this. Radiation resets. Radiation resets is what we are finding. We're going to show you some of the evidence. Now, the official story of why these people were wearing wigs, apparently, is because they were all syphilited. Apparently, they all had sexually transmitted diseases which cause exactly the same symptoms as radiation sickness, as in balding, as in sores and lesions, which they used to hide with a big love hat because they haven't got any sore there, and baldness. So is the nature of leukemia type illnesses to do with radiation sickness. And these people also suffered soreness in the mouth, in the groin area, etc. Now, what we're finding is we're going to run a narrative through for you in the context of the 18th century when all of this stuff was going down. And some things that you may or may not know concerning. In this case, we're talking about Cupids disease. The disease of the Cupid's arrow, which apparently is syphilis in the 18th century. I'm proposing that this is just a cover story for the absolutely nonsensical bullshit that comes out of their mouth concerning the official narrative of it all, which makes zero sense. But when it's fitted into the context of what we're going to talk about tonight, I definitely, from this moment on, definitely think that what I'm going to be talking about is a thing. Okay, and it has been a thing all along. I really do think that this is a thing. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about. I'm going to share some images. So like I said, so I've been really fucking weirded out, not being able to think properly. Had a fever for something like 3-4 days, and just trying to get my my shit together, and this is me doing that. So welcome one and all. Yeah, Texas was absolutely fantastic, but like I said, I don't even know which time scale I'm in. I don't even know where I am after time, but definitely going to break the matrix. That's a given, guys. That's going to happen. Fuck them. That's going to happen. That's coming. We're going to break the matrix. I got a feeling I've just pissed them right off. I probably have. I'm very annoying. I can appreciate that. And plus, I don't do as I'm told. I'm not very good at doing as I'm told. I've noticed. They've noticed. I've noticed. But I don't think in any incarnation or any life that I will ever be in this game that we find ourselves in, at any time, at any location in space-time, I'm definitely not going to do as I'm fucking told. That's not going to happen. In any reality, I just know inherently that the brainwashing hasn't taken with this one. I'm in a camp of zero fear because they constantly try and kill you. This was just apparent in the last 2 fucking weeks. I'm like, hang on a minute. They're definitely trying to kill me, my arse here. I should think about like actually surviving than other stuff, which is basically where all my energy's gone lately. Into just like, well, I'm not dying, basically. So that was good. And another. So and on to strength and strength, let's break the matrix. Yeah. Because let's be honest, guys, it sucks. Yeah. No, it really does suck. Okay. Have you not noticed how much it sucks? So that's what we're doing. We're going to break the matrix. We're going to do as much verbal diarrhea as possible over the next few months. Tell everybody the truth of it all and the natures of reset, which is what we do on Flat Earth British. So where am I? Okay, where are you at, Martin? Okay. Complicated, Karen. I'm in Wales, which is not England. It's in Britain. Yeah, I'm there. I never know what's going on anymore. I've lost complete, because I've been keeping the matrix guessing. Just can't get a pinpoint on you. By changing pattern all the time. But then I think what's happened then is by changing pattern, it got like a bit like shirty with us. I think it got a bit shirty with us because of the way, maybe like flaunting superpowers. And then I got fucked up. Like, fuck, bam, out. You can't do nothing. Try truthing now, shithead. Couldn't do nothing, guys. Just complete. But it's meant to be because now I'm back anyway, and Flatterday's back on. So yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. Aaron, good to see you. Double flat thumbs to infinity thrice. Forever. Sherry eyes, Sherry baby. So yeah, only from strength to strength. I'm going to get better. I'm going to get a lot better than this. The only thing to fear is fear itself. Stan, that makes no sense. That's like saying fake is fake. There's a lot. The whole thing is weird to me. I'm like, I've been having a good think about the internet, about like, the world of podcasts and internet celebrity and all the rest of it. It's all weird as fuck, guys. No, it really is. It's not real life either because everyone's in their fucking house, aren't they? So half of it is fixating on a fantasy, isn't it? So it occurred to me, like, the whole of YouTube is a fucking cesspit, a lot of it. You probably noticed that by now, where they just shit out these narratives that loads and loads of people go with, but it keeps them busy, but they won't get their, they won't get their eyes on the prize because they'll be thinking about stupid shit, which is never ever going to be proven ever, and playing the Hegelian dialectic for them, which is opposition, because it seems that wherever there is opposition laid down on the internet, especially with YouTube, then that sniffs of them. Okay, because I'm not doing opposition, and I won't be made to either. Okay, it's just the one of us here, if you like. And not many people like that either, but I think there is. Okay, we're all in a big, nice coochie soup together. Okay, loving on one another, and they really don't like. They don't like it. They don't like it. And if you can't get a fix on you, because they can't read your mind really, but it's all done on emotion. If you give too much away to your movements or even your intent, it gives them time to, the matrix, if you like, time to set up and do shit. So it's good to keep that off track. I'm finding in my new weird reality. Okay, so loads going on. I've been just in a meet in America with, as you know, Jason Archaics and Max Egan, which was all absolutely fantastic. We've just had the whale of a time, honestly. And we're going to get, because like Britain, shit. Seen Glastonbury, did you? Did you see Elton John? Yeah, he done old people singing. Elton John done old people singing. Now, did anyone catch? No, this was the worst moment in the history of the universe. Axl fucking Rose in Glastonbury, yeah, chubby Axl Rose, yeah, singing Paradise City. They were so shit. It was hard to even fucking imagine, guys. All music. The best thing that Britain have shit out in the last few years, apparently, is Rick fucking Ashley. Rick Ashley. He was shit the first time around. No one liked him. It's all just gone really crap anyway. Okay, I don't know whether you noticed the new world of epic levels of crapness. It used to be fantastic. Now you get a load of old rockers together. They had a video I seen the other day. It was like Eric Clapton, Ronnie Wood, and Johnny Depp. Apparently he's an epic guitarist nowadays or whatever. And a load of other rock and rollers. And then they all play together and then like fucking get Rod the Plod to sing for them. And it was shit. I'm like, is this the best? This was the best of contemporary fucking music. It's shit. It's like a shit took a shit, guys. It is. It's not but just me, okay? It's meant to be shit because it's just like for the masses to, you know, regurgitate. They don't actually need real information. All they need is regurgitated shit. Most people are really heavily brainwashed. No, they are. They are. Sky clappers. Just chuck in the Elon Musk word and they automatically look at the sky and clap. Space rockets. Space rockets. It's a very childish place, isn't it? People like believing cartoons and stuff, like literally, because of all the stuff that's coming off of NASA, which is, they even tell you it's cartoons and they're not even hiding it. And it's all just a game that everyone seems to be playing with reality. And I find it really weird. I really find it all weird. Okay. So this is where we're at the moment. Is there's a great awakening happening, and there's sort of ideas as to what is happening with reality and consciousness. Some of these are old ways of thinking, like simulation. That's not new. Bockstrom was doing that back in the 90s. Holographic theory, 1991 with Michael Talbot. These are, and my big toe. These are not new ways of thinking. To me, just personally, me, is I think that these scientific phrases and phraseology is to put things into a box, if you like, of explaining the unexplainable supernatural, which is definitely 100% what's happening. The more people that wake up, critical mass, okay, the way consciousness is and what it is, okay, it will reset itself. And all will be well at long last, because it's not. It's shit took a shit. The whole world is fake ass. People have become so incredibly fake. It's hard to even imagine. The world of Idiocracy, the movie Idiocracy, it has arrived. It's arrived, and it's arrived worse than that film, because they got television. And they have the internet, and they made things really, really easy. If you keep on repeating things long enough and enough, people believe them to be true. It doesn't matter if they're not. You just got to keep repeating it. So is the nature of brainwashing. And I notice as well, this has been going on since the 60s, but I've noticed the trend in cultic personalities and cultic behavior. I had a few of them in my family, females. They used to like to splatter their walls with fucking David Cassidy or one of the Gibbs, Robin Gibb, or David Bowie, which is completely acceptable if you're a teenage girl in the 1970s, by the way, probably a boy too. But it's occultic. It's people putting people in places above themselves when we're all sovereign and equal in this place, aren't we? Because that would be creating opposition, wouldn't it? And that's how we heal this place overnight. Well, there's a couple of ways, actually. One is to tell them to fuck off. We're not doing it anymore. We do not consent, everyone in the world. And then they got to go because they've lost their power. Yeah, that's coming. Anyway, I'm gonna get into some usage because I'm just waffling. Okay, let's have a look. Alva Billy's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a long while. It feels like I've been like months since I've actually done a Flatterday, but it's not. It's been. But America was way weird. Honestly, it was so fucking strange. When I was in Central Houston the one time, I tell you what, I was tripping, but I did get super paranoid that I was being watched and stuff, and I was like that feeling and all that. So it was like, but it was in the mouth of the beast. It's like, you know, NASA are there for fuck's sake, and Flat Earth British. I'm guessing that didn't like slide by their way at all. It's like, Stan, good to see you. Oh yeah, you said that. So Manny just come back from Mallorca, I believe. He's been having a little holiday, very nice. And that's where a lot of Germans and Austrians go to Mallorca, which is very nice, very pretty. So let's hippie shake. Good to see you, lovely girl. And Eric the healer, Reza. Hiya, Eric. Good to see you sending love back as well. Always happy for and all of the kind get well soons, yeah, and all of that. Thanks, fucking awesome. I really helped. I'm sure it did. Yeah, don't worry too much about the prayers next time, though. Okay. But the other stuff, fucking awesome. Thanks very much. Okay. So, we must always remain positive and optimistic in this realm, I find, because it's got a good sense of humor. I got it a while ago, and I thought, oh, yeah, it's really comical. I get it. But you know, what if he was to, you know, at the moment, there's all different ideas going around about what the shape of the Earth is. Is it a simulation? Lots of different ideas as to what is happening with consciousness, isn't there, guys? Yeah, but no one can actually put their finger on it. But what you can state and you can tell is that our positive intentions seem to have an effect on reality and even the outcome of reality, if you do it right, in case you haven't noticed. And this seems to be a technology that is being let loose on the people, okay? Which they really got to be careful about, because if you're going to manifest, make sure they're not manifest a beast, okay? Because some people are crazy as fuck, as you know. So, yeah, it's a change in paradigm, but it's still you know, a lot of fuckery coming out of the woodwork, I've noticed, in one way or another. To keep people busy, it's always been the way. We've seen this before, like this man here, David Trin. Here's my brother, who's down in Pompey, I think, at the moment. They got a staff out there, David. I know you're going to do something mud floody in the next day or so. So David's my brother. I do activism with him sometimes, which is, I don't even know. I was thinking about it the other day when you were doing it, Dave, and they're really cheeky and stupid. And I was thinking to myself, well, why do we do it? Why do we even presume that we should spend our life and our existence and even risk our safety and all sorts, yeah, to bring truth information to other human beings? Why do we do it? Is it a calling? I'm fucked if I know, but I keep on doing it regardless. Seems to be the right thing to do, is to stand up, you know, and not sit there and not say anything about this unbelievable fuckery that's come down, you know? Seems to be the right thing to do. And plus, dying on the right side of history is definitely a thing. Okay? Being epic. Fucking Jimmy fucking Cagney, yeah? On the You'll Never Take Me Alive copper with his double machine guns. Blaze of glory. So, that's in my little fantasy, I guess that. Which was epic, by the way. If you would have shared me there, you would have had a shiver and all sorts, because it was really cool. It was a bit like, come on me, my little friend. So, hi, Beth Lovely. Yeehaw! Yeah, I am resilient, and I come back stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. But I will be honest, I don't get ill. Because I know my body vibrations, and this thing felt fucking electromagnetic, felt zingy, felt fucking like poisoning, radiation poisoning. Way weird, way ill. Martin, are you married? No, would be nice. No. Oh no, marriage is like basically a contract with Satan and stuff. They give you the ring of Satan, and then you're Satan's little bitch, and you gotta like honor and obey. So if your husband's like a raving fucking lunatic, likes to punch you around, apparently you gotta honor and obey it. You can't go moaning because you have a license that says you gotta put up with that shit. Weird as fuck. All of it. Fuck off with all of it. I'm not even in it. None of it makes any sense. It's all unkind and set against us. This construct is set against us from the off. We have to be tricky and we have to fuck around. Yeah, we have to hustle to navigate our way for one another, guys. Because this thing's a fucker. Okay, that's one thing I do know. No matter how much love and good intent you put out, yeah, there's still a little fucker there to fuck for you. Isn't it ironic, don't you think? A little too ironic, don't you think? It's a good joke. It's not missed on me, though. Eddie, good to see you. And India, thanks for my video. I put it up earlier of all my highlights of my American trip. It was quite moving. See all of that and how beautiful it all is. And oh my God. I tell you what, Britain got to do a lot of catching up, guys. Yeah, they're like the third world. It's the third world, yeah. We haven't even got shit. We haven't got any shit, guys. They got all the shit there in Texas. They got all the good shit. And guess what we got? Fuck all. We got nothing. We got shit. Sorry, but I've been here 55, 56 years this year, and I think I'm an expert on this subject of being British by now, don't you? Huh? Okay. They need to up the game. Okay. We need a whole new setup. Okay. A whole new way of doing things based on love. Okay. So, hi, Candy. Thanks for that. So, we're going to get into some juice. Avoid the void. I'm just not in it. I'm definitely not in it. A world famous quote of FDR. See, all of these social engineering people, like all of them, are any of them even real? Were any of them ever real? I don't even think so, guys. I'm at that stage now where if it's just on the internet or the television, then it probably doesn't really exist. We can't really prove they are existing. It's all just bullshit. It's just pictures for the masses. Okay, like Cameron's submarine, for example. I didn't even have to see that to know it was bullshit on toast. It was like, oh, it's 33rd mission. Yeah. And then we all know anyway from Russian vids, James Cameron's like one of them, isn't he? You know, look, he's filmed The Abyss. Have you ever seen that? Or breathing water and like literally existing in water, you can breathe it. The Abyss he did. And it's all like underwater themed. And then apparently he's got killed on his 33rd mission. What the fuck ever. None of that shit's going on, guys. You know that, do you? Well, good. That's all right. It's just to infuse this bullshit narrative of something that nobody actually gives a fuck about. Anyway, good. They sunk. Good. Fucking good. Good job. Okay. Larry? I can honestly say that because none of this shit went down, guys. Okay? It's like the Hindenburg. It's in the movies. It's not the real world. Dabby, like wars, for example. They're a thing, aren't they? How many wars have you been in since you've been alive? Yeah, same. Not that many, really, have you? No, I'm just saying. JJ, good to see you. Jabba Justice, good to see you. 233 watching. Yeah, make sure to share this out if you would, and subscribe if you like. I'm back. It's a whole new day, and we're going to do some epic things. I have got something in the pipeline. I can't share just yet because of the Matrix getting a fix on my plans and shit. And I've noticed that I'll get fucked with. Okay, Chris, good to see you, mate. And Gareth. And Ed is in the house. Okay. So, blatant, clear, and present attacks on civilians. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Dave. Layla, good to see you. Okay. Yeah, don't worry too much about all that. Okay, it's all bullshit on toast anyway. It's puppetry. There you are. Thanks for giving some clarity on that subject, Brian. Okay, it's all bullshit. Sorry, it is. Okay, and it could be very well that we are in a dream anyway. It's very dreamlike, and I can't tell my dreams from my reality half the time. So interpret that how you want. But this thing is malleable, more so than the dreamscape and the dream world. And I definitely, they tell us, that Brahma, is living 12,000 kalpas or whatever, and each kalpas is one of our entire existence, but he's dreaming a lot of it, and then they're going to wake up into the golden age of carnality. Well, fucking just words. It's all words, and it's phonetics, and it's spells by nature. I'm going to stop thinking. That's what I'm going to do. Clear my mind of thoughts and stop thinking. After this vlog, though, because I'm going to need to think to do it. So don't worry about what I just said. Well, they're probably, Dutch Sense posts videos that are on the internet of smoke coming his way. So it's a bit like looking out the window and asking Siri what the weather's going to be like. So something like that, along those lines. Joy, good to see you. Fitz. So yeah, I got new glasses. Yeah, I had a bit of a thing. These ones, like, fuck me, they cost the earth. They literally cost the earth. But like, I had to do a meet to cover it all. I lost my glasses in the fucking Gulf of Mexico. I've been fucked up so bad by Mexico. Guys, I have. We're going to talk about the Alamo later. Just going to remind you of a few facts that you may need. Okay? In case you forget anything. Like the Alamo. Okay? Yeah, that's good. But yeah, so the Gulf of Mexico fucking a big wave come along and took my glasses. And I lost my shoes, which was the only pair of shoes I had. And we had to walk about like 5 miles down a beach where I'd left them on a rock. They were still there because they're too shit for anyone to take. And then I lost my glasses and I was blind in America. So all I could do was go back to the hotel room, lay in bed and grizzle like that. I can't see anything anymore like that. So I gave me emergency glasses the day after. Fuck me. That's it. If I did have a house, I would have had to remortgage it to pay for it. It was fucking like a nightmare to me. Anyway, but the thing is now, though, I got like flashy American fucking glasses in Britain. So there. Where'd you get glasses, Matt? Texas, Houston, downtown Houston. Supposed to be like a really dangerous place. I don't think so. I think it was awesome. I think it's more dangerous where I live in Houston. And because we have riots, sure. They literally had a riot when I went away. Everyone died and they had a riot. And I'm not joking. Scatterbrain, good to see you. Mickey, good to see you. Right, I'm going to need a drink and then I'm going to orientate myself through some information. And this is what I'm thinking at the moment. I'm thinking this. Now, let me just get rid of that a minute. Hi, Starcatcher. Happy Flatterday. Good to see you back. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, everybody. Make sure to share this out. I'm going to explain something what I think is going on, or what we think is going on, by our dissection of some information we've gone through this week, which is really, really interesting, actually. Poison. Making of potions and poisons. Okay, now you may remember this guy. He's in new movie by, I think it's Neil Tennant is playing him. Litvenko, who was a Russian spy apparently, and he got murdered apparently with a radiation dosage of polonium-210, which fucked him up royally, but his symptoms were they lost all his hair. So is the nature of radiation sickness at that stage. And then you get sores and growing stuff, like sores and stuff. So let's think about radiation. Now, they wore wigs, so they're blind. Excuse me, they have actually a lot of cataracts around at that time, but they wear these wigs in the 18th century. Not before, not after, because William Pitt has a tax put on it and a levy by the end of the 18th century, and nobody wants to play anymore. So what we find is they say in the official narrative it's caused through syphilis. Now, the symptoms for radiation poisoning are mouth sores, okay, in the groin area. Now, it just so happens that there's a big comeback in Victorian or Dickensian diseases. So they say at the moment. So what you find is the symptoms of radiation sickness, illness, completely match diphtheria, cholera, yellow fever, smallpox, typhus, scarlet fever, even Black Death. Black Death is bupas and sores and lesions on the groin area, which sounds a little bit like a venereal disease, and a bit like syphilis, because they all are different variations of exactly the same thing. Now, Herodotus did say all diseases are caused by atmospheric radiation, EMFs, I think, occurs in this reset period in the 1700s. The women, they need to cover up. Now, I'm guessing that this is not across the board for the poorer people, but they seem to be wanting these wigs. Now, they're treated, these wigs, with powders. We're going to look into that in a minute. And people are putting whitener on their skin to cover it, cover the sores that they have, which they're saying that, like, everyone is syphilitic in the population, okay? The first powder rooms were not toilets, because you don't need any toilets in antiquity. No, you got to wait till 1850 till Thomas Crapper invents a toilet, because nobody needs a toilet before then, apparently. But what they do need is to squirt powder into your wig. Well, apparently they were lice-ridden. Some of them even had rats inside. But apparently this was a really important procedure of everyday life for 100 years. Was leaving off powder, okay? Even in this narrative here, this guy, he's not having the wig powder, because there's something more going on with it, possibly, this wig powder. Wig stylers, big business, and wig powdering. And then, like I said, there was apparently a tax levy on wig powder. So here's your toilet or your WC, water closet. You don't have a toilet because in this massive Tartarian building, they don't want a toilet in there because it smells. So what you got to do is go down a tiny wooden shed at the end of the freezing garden, and not in the lovely, warm, superior architectural building, but down the end of the garden. Makes zero fucking sense. But what they're doing is wasting all of their time with perfumes, because apparently everybody stinks. Everybody's manky. One example, Louis XVI. Apparently he stunk so fucking much, they got to keep perfuming him because he's manky. He's got the mange, and he stinks like he's got the mange. And these women with these crazy, crazy wigs, was this a reality where they had all these different things living in them, even creatures, rats? So they have the powder to what? Keep the lice down, yeah? Or is there something else going on? Electromagnetic protection. They got their skin covered. They got these wigs on because they've all lost their hair. And some of these wigs are absolutely ridiculous. You can see this, okay, of these dandies. And in the modern day, they're still carried on by the British legal system. In fact, the whole of American legal system is the judges and the lawyers and the barristers all have wigs on, old 18th century wigs, which apparently to hide syphilis. So why would they do that? It's like, hang on, why are you wearing a wig? Oh, well, we're wearing it to commemorate everybody that had syphilis in the 1800s. Well, yeah, that's what the official narrative is. A bit weird that you would do that if you're in a court of law. Are you trustworthy? That's neither here nor there. Clark. So, yeah, they went nuts on their old headwear and wigage, as you can see. I bet that was heavy and give you a bad neck. So a lot of the aristocracy, most of them, and, you know, even with Charles, when he lost his head, he had a wig. It's like his wig fell off and they're baldy underneath. And everyone's got like manky bits, like sores, lesions, which they're covering with love hearts. So here's the American Senate. They were a bunch of wiggies too. Okay, but they dump all our wig later. Worldwide, everyone dumps on the wig because whatever is going on with the atmospheric conditions that is making these people so fucked up and ill is over with by around the 1800 mark, when William Pitt is basically brought out this levy for this powder for their hair, and nobody's interested anymore, so everyone stops wearing wigs. Okay, so it's only for that century, not too much even in the 17th century is there wigging. Just one era to that extent. I notice it's closely connected with the story of the French Revolution, which I've been thinking quite a bit about. There's something definitely going on with that caper, more than actually what they're saying, which I'm going to look into at some stage more. Like storming of the Bastille, something going on with that. Anyway, so this is the scene, yo. Okay, it's unexpected reasons why wigs were so common during the 1700s and 1800s among European men, but it does state that they're by about 1812, funny date, that it was all over with. But ever wondered why they powdered wigs? No, not really. Otherwise called periwigs. Was common in 1700s, 1800s, especially among Europeans. Okay, and what can we learn from this? Well, we can learn that they say that the wigs were for people in high status because they got Cupids Disease, which is aka an STD. Okay, so that's what's going on. And what are the symptoms for them? Rashes, open sores, dementia, blindness, and hair loss. Well, let's just have a think about just these here. Rashes, open sores, dementia, blindness, and hair loss. Well, I'll show you an image out of Antiquity, which shows all of those things. Is it really syphilis? Or is it something EMF, which is causing radiation sickness? Louis XVI, apparently, a stinking old get, stunk, got to perfume him up all the time. And there you are, by 1798, this tax for the air power powder by William Pitt. And then it loses its popularity. It's all over with. It's all over with by 1800. Okay. So the official narrative is a load of bullshit. Powder rooms. I find that unusual that we don't have any toilets in Tartaria, but they got these things set up. It's powder rooms. And that was the origin of, oh, I'm going to the powder room. It was nothing to do with women putting foundation or powder on their faces. It was to do with having powder blown into your wig. So what, anything specific, any specific importance with this powder? I was thinking somewhere along the lines of drugs and stuff, but not really. It says that it's a pulverized starch of cypress powder. Poor classes were known to use flour. So why were they doing that? Well, apparently the starch was giving you a curl, giving you a frizz. And if you had different powders, it's a strange fashion because none of it makes any fucking sense is why. amongst the French and the British is you get a bit of a frizz on. Okay, so if you have a certain powder, yeah, oh, it gets all frizzed up. And it gives you frizzy hair. So that is what's going on then. Yes, definitely that's what's going on. And nothing else. Okay. Just for that 100 years, everyone's bald. Everyone's fucking wearing a wig. And everyone is covered in sores. And apparently, towards the end, you needed a stamp duty and a certificate just to be able to put powder in your wig. Because it's that important in society. Yeah. Okay. And in the modern day, so what they do, you have the courts, the law courts, and they wear the judicial wiggage. Okay. Very, traditional, the British wig, isn't it? But it's meant to be because your hair's fallen out because you've got like the clap. And yet they all just, don these things, which is, I think is weird. I think it's weird. Let's pay homage to our manky past, sort of thing. Yeah. Fucking weird. Weird as all fucks. So I think in Antiquity, because that's where we're dealing with here, I've shown this image many times, but I think it's a clear marker for what I'm talking about, is what happened in this period. Okay. And this is in the time of the French Revolution. Now, what I think is this. I think that the serpent is allegory for EMF, for electromagnetic frequencies. The gorgon, okay, is a technology, an electromagnetic technology. Okay. The Medusa. Okay. Use your own imagination. And what you find, this spooky image is got some sort of reptilian overlord thing going on. He even says Rapino. I always find that weird. But all of the reset information in this one image. But what I find fascinating is the state of the people. Okay, so they wearing Parisian hats. It's the time of the French Revolution. They got skull and crossbone markers. This is resets happening and everyone is getting dead. There's plasma happening. The whole of Antiquity is being melted and fucked up and flooded. And the people are just being eaten and done for by birds. There's some sort of thing set up where they can give you bread by the skull and crossbone by them. And he's already irradiated. And these are the state of the people. Okay. I'm wondering what these sort of sperm-like things are. Maybe they're just that. Anyway, so get what you can. And there's people taking dividends here or doing business, seeing what people get what in a reset, because there's definitely that going on. I definitely think there's a process. There's definitely a purification process, 100% in this spiritual journey. But I think a process for the reset that's coming. So cataracts, blindness, and they got serpents all over them, guys. This is fitting exactly the narrative of even bats. So we know about bat towers, don't we? Look, again, skull and crossbones. There's a Freemasonic connection, maybe, or some secret fraternity. And they wear the Parisian hats, but these covered in serpents and affected by blindness. So I think that, with the pale faces, because they got anemia, and they're covering lesions because they got radiation sickness, and they lost their hair because they have radiation sickness. I think they're using EMF to reset. I think they do radiation resets at this period. I really do. So let's have a look at some images. These are ruins by Francisco Gnome. He's a Renaissance artist, but he sees a world that you got to just wonder what he's seeing. And it's this flooded classical world. They're beautiful oil paintings, but they show you the Ovidian theme, which I'll show you, the Hermetic gods that have all been placed over all of this antiquity. They came in later, the sea peoples, with their vanity. Now look at this for craziness. So you can see it's the top of an arch there, yeah. And Again, with the narrative like George and the Dragon, Michael, Archangel Michael, again with the dragon. The dragon, is this just not analogy for wings open, serpent, active EM, active charge? Yes, I really do think it is. And an arc, an arc is a light, also a vibration, because all is sound and vibration in this. So yeah, they go completely nuts with their Bacchusite architecture and reliefs. They show you them turning up in the water, taking over a society with what you might call cultural Marxism, if you like. But the stuff that we don't need, the stuff that everyone is getting, they think that they need, but they don't need any of it. So this is Troy. That makes no sense to me. Does that make sense to you, or is it an allegory or a deeper meaning for the infiltration of a beautiful society such as Tartaria by the Phoenicians? Now, the Troy, so what? They're hiding an army in there. The enemy is so fucking stupid. It's like, oh, they've built us a horse. Let's wheel it inside. And then all the army bursts out and take over. Makes zero sense. I even thought so when I was a child. I thought, that was really stupid. You should have left the horse there. Obviously, there's something up with it when you just left it outside the fucking gates. It doesn't take a genius to work this shit out, guys. But apparently missed by the Trojans. So is the fall of Troy. The face, Helen of Troy, the face that launched 1,000 ships. And check this out. All of this is underground. An underground world. So all of that is like maybe mud flooded in. This is all underground. There's some vegetation, there's people, massive cave system, exactly the place where you need to survive in a apocalyptic reset. But they got Hermes and Grim Reaper and all of their hermetic personalities in play. But yeah, it's really interesting artist, this Francisco Gnome. And I think this is maybe a biblical narrative, although they are dressed in Middle Ages clothes. But what is causing that antiquity to fall? Is he pointing something at it? How is that being destroyed, I wonder? And this sort of antiquity, the size of these buildings and these massive arches. Lee said something interesting. I wonder if old photography, were they all miniatures? That is interesting. I'd put a whole new spin on everything, wouldn't it? Look at this thing here. They're just totally overboard with their gods. They covered everything with their idols. And the fasces setup, the faceless knight setup over everything. And this is apparently in the Garden of Virtue, in chasing out, I don't know, the Bacchusites, because he's too fat to basically walk, because he's too fat to walk. So they carry him, Bacchus, because he's been drinking wine. Yeah, it looks, and this is the Ovidian theme of turning it from a tree into a woman. You know, it shows you like one species turning into another species. There seems to be a lot of DNA shit going on in this 18th century period. You see a lot of cryptids in the maps and stuff. And then you find that the people at the time are all bald and fucked up. And they say it's syphilis. So I think it's a clear marker that there was a major reset in that period. Hazard a guess? Don't know. 1744 was a marker when the Common Era came in, and then there was the Great Comet of 1744 as well. But there is other reset marker dates as well that have been spoken about for the 18th century. But I definitely think something went down there. Right. Something interesting. My recent visit to America. We'll have a little look in a minute, but I have put a video up tonight for you to check it out. And we had a fab time. Look, 2 lorries shagging. 3 lorries shagging. 3 lorries shagging. Menage lorry. So yeah, we had a fun. We did loads of cool shit. And we did like road trips and stuff. stayed in a beautiful hot place and everything else. And it was funky. And we had a space chair and everything was cool. So here, this is interesting. So we went to Austin. See, this copper, this state trooper, big fan of Flat Earth British, turns out. We were going to go in there, but they had magnets and stuff. But it looks like the White House. And it is Texas Capitol building in the state of Texas. Austin in Texas is the state capital. Okay. And I hooked up with a state trooper. See, he don't look all that bad. Goff. He looks all right. Yeah. And I'm hiding something behind my back that he can't see, but I think he can smell it. But he was cool about it. Whatever. Don't fucking matter to it. I'm Welsh. It's probably happy. And then look at that big American Civil War gun thing going on. There's one thing they got is cool American Civil War stuff going on everywhere in the South. Where we were staying in Houston, it was near Shenandoah, which is like, I was like, what? The Shenandoah, of the, like, apparently apocalyptic battle that went down there. It's like, yeah, it's like down the road. Anyway, so Austin Capitol building, okay? It's supposed to have been built in the Victorian era, only I found these photographs last night while searching for old photographs of Texas. And these are rather old because they are in a stereoscopic format. Okay, Texas, California. And what you find here is Austin Capitol building after the fire. I just translate that for you because it's in French because of Gallica. Austin, the capital before the fire. Okay, let's have a look at it compared to today and just ponder. So that grass and stuff is still all outside. There's a bit of a park going on. There's a sign. Nothing going on really. No people. There seems to be a fence all the way around it. And there's just one building with a little dome on top. And that is it for the Capitol building of Texas in this photograph. And apparently then, this is it after the fire. So it's a bit weird. It's supposed to be in the center of some sort of city, but there's no city. It looks like it's in the middle of a field. There's a bloke there and one telegraph pole and some burnt out building, which they are not specific about the fire. Don't you find that unusual? That fence is still around there. The fence was there before the fire and after the fire. And then it changes from that thing into that thing. Which period is it this? 1881, after the fire. So you've got a Greco-Romano entrance, and it definitely looks like mud flooded to me. Just looking at that with the lower windows, they're too low. And then what is it to do with this? Zero to do with that. There is nothing that looks the same. Where's the Greco-Romano entrance? Where's the Greco-Romano anything? So that is really weird. So some interesting photos in here, though. They show the Alamo. So I'm not sure what that is. Some sort of near Goliath, but some old remnants which show you older America, which proposed many years ago now, about 4 years ago, when we first proposed America as being the old world and not the bloody new world, which is now taken old and everybody talks about. So this is an interesting one. Cathedral of San Fernando in Texas. Looks like something's missing off it, like the roof. Also, it looks like a spire might have been there, but definitely looks like something's gone from here. But you get the Alamo, which is weirdly a Greco-Romano building. All that trouble was supposed to happen. Supposed to have had the Mexican army shooting shit at it and all the rest. But apparently there is. So there's the Alamo, which is a mission. And looks like they've taken a couple of statues away. But you've got the seashell. You've got the wobbly column. So this is like something, Greco-Romano. And you got the Greco-Romano dome thing going on. The rest of it looks pretty shit. Got high windows, higher than his head. Why it would be that high, I don't know. Can't see out of him if he's that tall. But no sign of any action like the movie. You know, and then it's got a big aerial as well for 1880s. Well, that's a flagpole, but I'll show you there's an aerial. Greco-Romano entrance, 2 statues missing as well. Yeah, because you can't have like Hermetic gods in America before it's supposed to be there. There's a sort of wire here. Check this out. 1880. And that's definitely not like a flagpole, that is it? It's like a T on it. And then there's a wire coming down off it. So that's not like, you know, they are not supposed to have wireless, guys. This is the fucking Alamo. But yeah, there's some sort of aerial on that picture. So yeah, these are pretty cool images. You can go through them at your own leisure. I'll link them up when I finished my live presentation for today. And this is my comeback post. It's been a while, but I've been fucked upness. So what's that? To San Jose mission. God, these missions got a lot to be desired, haven't they? Looks like somebody's melted the front off that. What's with that? Looks like somebody's melted the front off it, and the rest looks all messed up as well. They attribute to the colonials to building all this stuff. But look at that for detail, for a window, just for a window. Wow. Some detail. Just for a window with the shutters. Wrought iron, probably part of the technology too. So that's pretty advanced, superior architecture in early American Texas window there, guys. And that's just a mission. Pretty much shows you that they had an up and running old world. So I don't think this Mexicans had anything to do with all of this, because I can see what look like European faces here, which you see on like Gothic English churches. Can you make them out? Yeah, in here. In fact, that looks like a Gothic church. So yeah, they didn't build any of that. And Roman aqueduct, because it looks like a Roman aqueduct, because it is a Roman aqueduct. And they're in America, as well as the whole of Asia. And they've got the Silk Road and the Great Wall, which is also Roman, which is the Phoenicians. Call them what you will. Look at that for detail. That is ridiculous. Wow. Crazy detail on there. So yeah, I will share these pictures with you. And Texas, like I said, California shows a lot of ruinage. It's like, when is this stuff being built? You know, if this is 1880s, the size of this stonework. It's supposed to be just Native Americans and stuff. And this thing looks ancient. It's a ruin even then, guys. It's got lower voltage as well. Volts. That's an interesting picture. Okay, moving on. Some more that looks like it's been fucked up. The mission in San Jose. Ruins, the second mission. I don't know if that was the Mexican Wars attributed in that too, but look at the state of it. The walls collapsed, blackened even. They're never specific, are they, with why they're burnt out or why they're a ruin, and what they're doing there in the first place. If it's that old in 1880s, when was you building all this shit? And look at this, size of this. That's in New Mexico, I take, yeah. Well, the lower vaulting looks like it's mud flooded. But again, a bit of a ruined, older, larger building. Even then. From the older world. Reset. That looks fucked up. All these missions look fucked up. Look at the detail on that. Anyway, I'm going to share that with you. You look at your own leisure. Let's have a look at that one in a minute. Some of the windows blocked up there. Must be window tax. It's been made into a ban or something in the modern day. Or in that day, I mean. Okay. So, yeah, my my experience of America was fantastic, guys. Okay, it was all of it was amazing. It was weird. All of it is weird. It's a culture shock for somebody from Wales, from little old Wales, Hobbit world, to go into massive America land, especially Texas. Yeah, down by the creek. Yeah, doing fantastic stuff down by the creek. And now Britain. Oh, look, there was a cow. Look at that. That was by the side of the river. It was a bit of like an old column. I found a few bits of old masonry. So, oh, what a beautiful place. If you want to see a little homage of that, it was made earlier by India Wilson. Holistic Media is going to do a show tomorrow night for mods and subscribers over on Holistic Media's video, which is linked below in the descriptions box. You can get over there. We're doing a bit of a do. Okay. We're doing a do. We do this for the community. Okay. And this is when we had fantasticness with Max. We got him up from Mexico, coming on around with our ass. We had the best time. Jamie, Jason, and Max. We was like the three musketeers. Yeah, I was D'Artagnan, which is not a musketeer because I'm not a musketeer. A mouseketeer. And that's Dawn, who put up with us, put up with me for the longest time. And I am a bit of a child. Who's Jason's girlfriend, lovely girlfriend. And that's when I got Jason a compass for his birthday. He was 50. We had a fantastic. No, that was the day we tried to pick Max up from the airport and it all went to shit. And Cheryl locked the car keys in the car, and it took 9 hours to get back. It was high level fucking upness. But it broke pattern. Give it that. Okay. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Tour in America. That's a good one. Max administering a specific type of tobacco to Cheryl, but I don't think she's going to be too happy if I show you that. Anyway, so we went to the foresty bits with waterfalls and snakes, and I never seen a snake. Anyway, so more information. Now, seems to be a lot of debate about the physical realm, doesn't there? You know, the realm that we live in. And a lot of questions to, is it an enclosure like the globe? Or is it in more lands and extended lands? Well, I'm in the camp of, I think there's more land. I think there's more land in here. I think they lie about the maps. And I think there's more land as a part of it, as a bigger picture. But that's only in the physical realm, which can't be really proved. Anyway. So what if the witnessing of two suns, which is being documented really quite a bit in 1767. So that's sort of midway between the 18th century, when all this weirdness is going down with baldness and all of that. But what is happening is two suns are being frequently in the press. So Edinburgh in Scotland, Caledonia Mercury, same year, same month, wonderful phenomenon in the sky. Tuesday morning, about 5 o'clock, appeared 3 beautiful suns and 3 rainbows, which shone very bright. Okay, that was in Britain also. And this newspaper in Petersburg on March the 21st, a commander, a chief, okay, he saw an extraordinary phenomenon that he observed surround a very bright circle, basically form small suns, 2 of which appeared. So this is 2 suns. So what if that one of our neighboring ponds, if you like, has also a sun and maybe a moon, which could be an outed sun, and it goes on its elliptical path and it comes around to this part, so melting the ice wall around us, causing a breach, causing all the water to flood in, causing a future apocalypse, maybe. But again, Gloucestershire, 3 suns in this case appeared in the firmament on the 22nd of March, so around the same time of that year, 1767, reset year, and it's got strange atmospheric phenomena, and all of this can be attributed to electromagnetic effect. Herodotus did state this. I think that the sun is white. It's LED, and it was yellow. It was yellow, and now it's white. So it's changed. The sun's changed, and maybe with this cycle of reset, it is the sun doing it. It's the sun. I think that's what's happening. I think it's electromagnetic by nature. I think it's what all the weirdness is about, and I think it's the sun. And I think it's out of everyone's control. Here in Philadelphia, Parabella, 2 mock suns. And all 3, and a interesting phraseology right by there. And a small rainbow. And these are increasing. I've done maybe 2-3 videos now concerning people sending me videos of 2 and 3 suns. And you may know of the Book of Wonders, which shows loads and loads of 3 suns in the 1500s period. So this is in South Wales, where I am, in Brecon. An extraordinary phenomenon appears in the sky yesterday morning between 7 and 8, seen by credible persons. They were 2 suns. 2 new suns. Clouds surrounded 2 new suns. Okay, whatever. Frequency seems sparks of fire, and the last vanished on a sudden. So even sparks of fire with this phenomenon as well. That was reported worldwide, all over newspapers worldwide. Here's another one year, Bristol, on the 6th of April that year. It talks about 2 suns, which was 7 suns, appearance of 7 suns in a cluster. Okay. Well, that may be more in line with sundogs, but still, that just shows you the foreign nature of this place. The 4 angels, electromagnetics, grabbing the magnetism and illuminating on them, on that source of the Taurus right there, which you can see in sundogs. So there are 2 circles here, 2 rainbows, 2 suns, very beautiful rainbows as well. Lots. And there's our Cheryl, who is in the next room. She's been ill, poorly. I nearly killed her for bringing her back. This is on the bank of the creek, and look at that. Doesn't it look like it's a bit of an old bit of Rome or something? And that was just on the sides of the creek, guys. And not only that, there was this bit of stone above it. It's got like some sort of maybe lettering. But yeah, so that is like what, from the old world? Well, yeah. I was just on the banks of the river. And like, you don't really get that stuff, Texas. So there was me doing stuff that they would never allow in Britain. Pump action shotgun. And I went to the bio as well. Yeah. It was wicked. They had like proper tree trunks that was all like, just like the bio, just like in Deliverance, only without the rubits. Bit like that brilliant film. Oh, what is this? Southern Comfort. You ever seen that film? Fucking good film, that. That's all in Louisiana. I love that film. So that's what I've been up to. Went to Galveston. I showed you that on one of my last posts, the epic fucked upness that happened there. But it was a beautiful place, guys. They got some really, look at the cool shit they got. Just in that. That's in the sweet shop for kids. Yeah, I know. And they got little head shops and that, but they don't sell anything. Just bongs, loads and loads of bongs. They got plenty of bongs going on. This was an interesting thing. This was in Galveston, but look, they had my friend Dawn said there's a, like in Dan Brown's books, like the statues point at a clue. She's pointing in a certain direction, this Phoenician statue on this Phoenician pillar. Patriotism. Phoenician and the laurel leaf. And that was in Galveston, which was beautiful. And had loads of fine architecture. Look at that. And the people's houses were beautiful there. They were all like wooden and different colors. Lovely it was. Oh. Let's have a look. Okay, 521. Been around for the 10th of Never. But I've been busy. I've been busy being fucking ill. I know I'm back, sort of. Trying. Anyway, so that's what we've been up to. More of that to come. Keep watching this space. Things are going to get even more epic and even more fantastic around the flat British scene. I got stuff in the pipeline, but I'm not going to tell anybody just yet. Just keep on watching, and all will become apparent. Okay. So I'm going to share this book with you. It's good for reset information, actually, but it's Natural Magic by John Bautista Porter, and it's a handy little thing to have. If you're suffering with baldness, you might be able to make a potion and end your baldness with some of the recipes that are in here. But the causes of wonderful things, of the generation of animals, of the production of new plants. That's interesting, guys. The increasing household stuff, the managing of the minerals, of counterfeiting gold, so alchemy, turning base metals into gold, the wonders of the lodestone, so more alchemy, strange cures, of beautifying women, and of distillation. So distillation processes is perfuming, because everything stinks to high hell in this period, apparently. Artificial fires, self-explanatory. Tempered steel, cookery, fishing, fowling and hunting, invisibility writing. So very handy if you're a spy. Invisibility writing, so you can write invisible messages to one another so they don't know what the fuck you're saying. Strange glasses. These are glasses, mirrors that they talk about in this book with strange optical phenomena. Static experiments. Yes, that is what they are. In 1658, experiments in statics. Also, pneumatic experiments. And then chapter 20 of the chaos. So this is a good resource of information concerning, well, static electricity is quite a biggie. But that strange glasses is well worth a read. And invisible writing, if you was like want to put that to the test. And burn it over a candle, and only you can see what you're saying. Be really cool. Anyway, let's move on. This is an interesting little picture. I think it's definitely allegory. Again, it's sort of French Revolution related. But check this out. Imagine this coming down the beach. So you've got the weird Phoenicians, but again, with the serpent, a snake, this like a snake can pull a card. Okay, and then you got this massive, whatever it is, but one thing it is doing is crushing this person who has a serpent around their arm again. Seems to be a big theme, especially in the the French Revolution. And notice anything on the back? Always there, guys. The Fâches Assembly, and this is on the back of this card, like showing you, it's like almost like it's power source, if you like. And that's the National Assembly, or the Assembly Nationale in France during that time of weirdness, which I haven't got a clue what was going on, really. But in 1871, I've shared a photographic collection of this. It makes no sense to me. You know, this is the same year as you got Boston, you got Chicago, all of these major American fires, the Prestigo event, and apparently Paris is destroyed. They say it's a siege, but I think it's more going on. It's just everywhere is fucked upness and burntness. Some sort of war, yeah, Franco-Prussian war, but I think it's a psyop, a cover story for mopping up Tartaria and these buildings. Look at all this mud everywhere. And these blocks for apparently the communards to do blockades where they're apparently fighting the Prussians. And the outcome of this war is Germany, because there was no Germany prior to the Franco-Prussian War. And then when they won, they set up Germany, basically. All of the Prussians, the Bavarians, Saxons, all together under one German flaggage. So let's have a look at some interesting medieval. Actually, I'm going to come back for a minute and see what's happening in the house. Because I've been talking a while. I might not even be, nobody might be listening to me. Be pitiful, that would. So what's happening, Sherry baby? You happy? Is it good? Did you miss me? No. Oh. Dallas Fowler. How come we didn't see you in Dallas? In Dallas? I was there, bro. I was in Dealey Plaza. Check this out. Fucking got ripped off by this guy. $20 fucking, but it was worth it because it shows you JFK stuff. Now, I loved being in Dealey Plaza. I'm a truther. I'm what they might call a conspiracy theorist, but that's not really the case. And he showed me all the stuff, like the one where the basically the bodyguards were on the car had running boards. Only the one that he was in, apparently JFK, didn't have any running boards and no security men or whatever. But yeah, fantastic place to visit. It didn't feel like, it felt like a bit of a movie set because it looked exactly like a movie set because it was a bit of a movie set because I think that's what's going on. Like full stop, it was a movie set. So Richard Starr, oh yeah, old stuff is way better. New stuff's just poo in it. It's got no soul. Soul out of the new stuff. Another cover up. There's many of them. Hi, Melissa, Mel. Hi, Martin. Hi, all. Are you back in Wales? Yeah, I'm back in Wales. Fucking Britain. Somebody got to be from you, though, haven't they? May as well be me. And it may as well be flat Earth British. So it makes sense, really, doesn't it? Yeah, it fucking makes sense. Of course, you know it makes sense. This is a good book. Oh, I was going to show this to Jason, but I couldn't take all my antique books from America because I would carry them all. I have Pavlov sheep. This is a really good one. This is Punch magazine, 1855. Ugh. Of course, the cover is not very good. 1855. But the images are absolutely amazing. Look at that one. Sort of vapor canopy stuff. Look. It says, well, they're not prehistoric. They say, a visit to the antediluvian reptiles at Sydenham. Master Tom strongly objects to having his mind improved. He's like, I don't want to see these big fucking lizards. So they're not exactly dinosaurs. More in line with big reptiles like sea creatures or sea snakes and the rest. But yeah, the main sort of premise of this book at 1855 is reform. The whole place seems to be in some sort of flux, you know, like floods. There's floods happening. And the Thames stinks. It's called the Big Stink. They've got to put lime on the curtains in Parliament because it absolutely pens. And there's also the narrative from 1912 in here, which I find interesting, where they feel they need to force that yard on people's throats. The Russians invaded, propaganda going on there. And this is the days a little bit before the Tavistock Institute. They were just getting their teeth into the old propaganda and hate campaigns concerning other countries, etc., to create, you know, discord. Which it did. So it won't feel bad when you're going to go to war then. It's like, then you get there and they're like, they're just like us. This sucks. I don't want to go and fight, you know, Germany, for example. That must have sucked in the war because, like, they find out that they are just the same and then they got to fight them and they're like, that sucks. They were World War One. I'm talking about if that was even a thing. Pavlov Sheep, thank you for your comments. They're always very knowledgeable. Thank you very, very much. So yeah, getting back into it still feels like a bit weird. I've been like I said, I've been fucking ill in bed for weeks since I got back from stupid Mexico. Fucking radiated our asses. Definitely 100%, yeah. And fucking been fucking demented since. Been really annoying for somebody like me. So Anarchist, hi, good to see you. Happy Flatterday, double flat thumbs to infinity thrice. Good to be back. It is good to be back. So thank you so much. My phone's been off the radar. People keep buzzing me, and I can't do like live feeds and talk to people at the same time. That would be really weird and impossible. So sorry, my friends that are ringing me. Worldwide ghosts and hippie shake and vibes. So you all happy? You glad I'm back? Glad I never died? That would have sucked. No more Flatterdays and all. That would have sucked. Yeah. What would you have done? What would you have done? Just get on with life. Wouldn't have been the same without me, though, would it? Fuck no. Plus, gonna break the matrix. Me and Jason was chiseling away on it. We fucked it up good and proper with that Great Wall of Rome. That really pissed them off. And so we will, and so more. Okay, they're having it. Ark of the Covenant, don't know. Fasces, Ryan Watson. I should do a synopsis. Somebody watched my synopsis of The Greatest Secret Never Told and thoroughly enjoyed it. But it is 5.5 hour extravaganza, but it was a life-changing post. It's on the Celtic Tartarian channel. If you make the effort to watch it, you will not be disappointed. I did that years and years ago, though. 5 years ago, I think it was. I don't know. Teresa, good to see you. Magic, reanimation, and soul. So, good decode by Cher. Not me, but it was a good one. Is the word imagination is I am a genie. The word imagination is I am a genie. Who knew? Daniel, good to see you. Okay, Anthony Suso's in the house. What on, Anthony? Good to see you, my friend. How's your crypto mining going? You missed me in Texas. You did. We had a meet. We had to call it on a quick, like, about 2 weeks ahead of time, like, so. Keep the matrix offset. If I can get tabs on your ass. Yeah, ducking and diving, bro. Got duck and dive at this stage of the game. Yeah. YouTube's a shit fest. Got duck and dive, bro. Host, Hoax, good to see you. Enrique Alvidas, good to see you, my friend Larry. Good to see you. YouTubia, pooya. Lisa Green, good to see you. Hope you enjoyed my little YouTube song. Detafucks, I don't know if that's right. I'm allowed to swear. It's my channel. Probably not, though. Jabba Justice, good to see you. Mickey, who's been with me since ever in Flat of British Land. James, good to see you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, India, for that beautiful video you done, mate. It's on my channel already. If you want to check it out, I posted it. It's on my channel about half an hour or an hour ago of my American adventure. And didn't get into too much trouble. Lots of weird stuff happened, which I can't really go into now because my brain's not working. Sort of. I'm suspecting that I might be rambling or tripping out or something. So I'll wrap this up soon. Filthy Rags, good to see you. Gareth Wilkinson, it is good to be back, and I'm so excited, which means there'll be more, and there'll be more videos. So make sure to subscribe, hit that like button. Not that it matters, but definitely subscribe. Okay, and come back and subscribe to all Flat Earth British channels and Instagram and Facebook and everything else, and come back. Bring the love to the community and let's have some fun. Okay, we're only 7 months in. It's the 1st of July. Pinch punch, first day of the month, no return. Okay, got that out of the way. And it's July, which means loads of sunny bits, suntans, sexy time, all sorts of good things happening. Summer's coming. We're going to have a good time. Okay, I'm going to juice all over you. It's going to be fun, and we're going to have a good time. You in? Fucking subscribe. It's going to be so unbelievably juicy. The Tree of Knowledge, you Sonia Testament. I saw your Testament. And Aaron Howard. Barton Liedtkes. Gee, you get the purdy mouth. What are you trying to say? You got a purdy mouth? You got Barber where you come from, boy? Martinator. Thank you. I like that. That is good. Okay. Yeah, hit them love hearts. I love them love hearts. They're good. They should do more of love heart stuff on YouTube. Bigger love hearts, though. And little party things they do as well. I like them. Click the little party things. And the 100%ers. They're good as well. Hit them all. You can look pretty. Lisa Bayliss, we related. Don't know, Lisa. Could be. No. I saw 2 sons in Shortley Peninsula in Suffolk. Yeah. Okay, then. There's a lot. It seems to happen a lot on the East Coast. I'm telling you. I've had like a couple. India will tell you, sent from that sort of vicinity. So, yeah. I definitely think it's a thing. Sketches, good to see you. Glyn Glenn in the house, and Squirrel Sniper, who's Nathan. What the hell? It ain't a bad place to be, this K. So, yeah, apparently, Rick Ashley in Glastonbury sung Highway to Hell, AC/DC. What the fuck has happened to this reality, guys? It needs something sorting out. It needs to stop being silly. Okay? Fucking Axl Rose. Elton fucking John. Glastonbury used to be cool. That used to be the last bastion of freedom in Britain where you could go and get fucked up and no one moan at your ass all weekend. Yeah, fall over in a field, no one cares about. And now we've got like Elton fucking John. And singing like old people. You've done old people singing. It's embarrassing. All of the music people of this day and age, they're all tribute acts to themselves, except The Who. I will have nothing bad said about The Who. The Who is still cool. Roger Daltrey still pulls it off. Okay, just saying. The rest of them are all tribute acts for themselves. Okay, even AC/DC. No, I said it. Fuck it. No. Even AC/DC. As painful as this, I tell you, still pretty epic though. ZZ Top. ZZ Top are good. Watch LaGrange on YouTube. Really, really good. He sort of does old people singing, but he is old people, and it works for him because he got a fucking beard. He was old when he was young, wasn't he? You know. Hazy in Texas. Yeah, we got like cold wind here in Britain, but they said it's going to go up to 40 degrees or something. Or it's going to get hot. So I'm looking forward to that. So I'm not sure how long I've been talking, but what we have covered tonight is EM radiation reset in the 18th century. Okay? In the 18th century. 555 watching. And nothing is new under the sun or suns. Okay. Split patrol tonight. Okay, 420 is the only rule. There is no rules. Effing no rules. Okay. Thank you, Aaron. So I'm going to dive off now. I think I did pretty well there, considering. And I never coughed once. When was the tsunami that hit Wales? Well, that is a weird thing. You should ask that, Brian, because it was in 1608 and 1606, because they had a calendar change at that time. So some churches show 1 year, other churches show another. But apparently, killed everybody. Took a generation to put it all back together again. Came in the speed of a racehorse and killed everybody in South Wales. Not everybody, just people who couldn't swim and never had a boat. Most people. So it's nature reset. So I've got sirens out there. Might be rioting in Ely. It's the weekend. They usually have a riot on the weekend. Blow some shit up. Fucking Britain rocks. That is one good aspect of Britain. Okay, Britain used to be fantastic. Okay, what the fuck happened? Sort it fucking out, Britain. No, I mean it. Sort it out. Okay, they're all little Hitlers here. You got like people who works in like chemists. Yeah, all like little Hitlers. You got people who work in Tesco's. They think they actually got some importance in this fucking realm. Weirdly, and things like that. Okay, country full of little weird Hitlers. They think they are important, and they take their jobs way too fucking seriously. It's like, lighten up. What the fuck? It's like, you know, they're going to fuck you over like they fuck everybody over. Why are you even giving them your soul? Yeah. Like whoever they're working for. Walmart. Yeah. Walmart bitches. Yeah. They're the worst. They're worse than Burger King bitches. Burger King bitches, that's ass burgers. They're wiping them burgers on people's asses. Ass burgers. And that's what you're eating. That's probably what happened in the 1700s with the syphilis. Sorry about that. Jolly man. Okay. Good to see you, my friend. Fucking clap my ass. Yeah, they all had a dose, so their hair fell out, and they all had to wear wigs. Right, okay. Say so. Martin, you definitely need to go inside Texas State Capitol building. I know it's beautiful, but they had like men with guns, and they had magnets and stuff, and dogs. And I wasn't like, and I had like weed, so it was not going to happen. They would have all jumped on top of me. Hut, 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 like that, like a military operation. It's a terrorist. Oh, no, I'm Welsh. I'm Welsh. Oh, okay then. Yeah. Thought you were a Mexican. No, I'm Welsh. Okay. Don't ever get that wrong again. Ever. Okay, Esley, good to see you. I wasn't put here to be good. Okay, and I'll behave. I'll do anything anyone tells me what to do anyway. Okay, my reality, my channel. Do it my way. Okay, and it's more fun. You gotta admit, it's more fun when I do it. Okay, because rules are shit, isn't they? You know, it's just people doing, fucking stand there, do that, fucking whatever. I do none of it. Fuck you, fuck you. Innit? Join me on my quest. Yeah, to fuck you. We're not doing it anymore. Let's have our moments. Yeah, fuck you. We're not doing it anymore. Moment. If you feel empowered by that, you should feel empowered by that. I feel empowered. I just empowered myself. I feel fucking brilliant. AZ, it was lovely, Joe. There is absolutely 100%. Thank you for saying that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being Joe. Thank you for being you. My little heaven. I saw the top of a Roman-looking column laying in the side of the hallway in Austin, near Austin. Funnily enough, there's a lot of cool stuff on that old Austin highway road, which is really good. I love that road. It was the most prettiest roads I've ever been on. It had trees in the middle and grass. They have really pretty roads in Texas. Our road here, they've got carrier bags from the 1980s still on them. They're that smelly. Britain is that smelly. Sort it out, Britain. It's just fucking... Anyway, let's not just emphasize on there are good aspects. We got the coastline, we got the beach, got Barry Island. It's not all bad. You got fish and chips, got Witherspoons. Yeah, it's not bad. It's heaven, really. Shiva, how's it going? You're on India's show tomorrow singing a song. Oh, did I open my mouth? Sorry. You might actually, you might not have gone and watched it if I hadn't said. So it's a good job I said. Sorry, India. But it is, that's how it's working. India doing a do. She's doing a do tomorrow. And you are too, if you're there. And I'll see you over there. Flatterday British is back for Flatterdays. You don't need any comedy. Not now. Not now. That's all past. That's all past. We were going to do that. Okay. Welshdradonmetals, who's my son, who's Lawrence Liedtkes, who might be in here somewhere. DC Shortwave, good to see you, man. Hugh's in the house. Wait, the Romans are Phoenicians. Yeah, well, it's a colloquial term, you see, Rome, Greece, for anything that's in the Mediterranean around that period. You find the Romans were not that important. And they didn't come into like the story till, well, actually, the modern day history books of around 1900. Before then, they were a footnote in history, the Romans, the Ro men, and not important at all. No, for the Phoenicians, they were the most powerful sea empire that ever existed, and they were important. When the Romans came up the Thames, there was already a city established there, built by the Phoenicians, already up and running. The Romans like, oh, can we borrow 20 quid off you? Because they had fuck all. Okay? So, no, it was Phoenicians. How do I know? Because they put their shit all over the buildings. Dallas, good to see you. God, well, we've had fun today. I'm going to wrap this up very shortly, though. Okay, it's been a 2-hour vlog, maybe. And I got another one you can watch from earlier of all my American adventures, which are not done. That was just my first tour. Think of like Led Zeppelin's first tour. Or what would be more apt? Black Sabbath's first tour. No. Somebody else really good first tour of America. They're done all right. Never really smashed it. Only done one gig. But did manage to like tell the whole world that it's the Great Wall of Rome and not fucking China, which is quite big. Anyway, Cheris, good to see you. Compared to today's, yeah, it's all bollocks on toast stuff. Anyway, so we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna carry on with our epicness and our fantasticness, doing really weird stuff like that we do on Flat Earth British, like fucking off to Texas for 6 months, 6 weeks, and doing a meet and going doing crazy stuff for YouTube, which is brilliant. Okay. My young neighbour is firing off some loud ass fireworks. Oh, fucking hell, never mind. You get them. Some others do have them, Dowless. Let them have a little bang away. I love fireworks. They're all right. So, upcoming convention in October, but there'll be another convention before then. I can't assure you of that. Just got to keep watching and keep watching. Nobody else does shit in Britain, so I'm guessing it's me that got to sort everything out. Okay. So, Kay, good to see you, lovely. Thanks for being a member. Is this the same place? Yeah, Flat Earth British is hub. It's gone dark in the meantime. Okay, I'm going. So, what have I got on today? My cake t-shirt. Look. Live, break free or die trying. Break free or die trying. That's what it says on the back of there. Good advice. Good advice for the young at heart. Okay. One love to you all. Thank you for being here. Make sure to subscribe, like I said, and I will be back very soon. It's been my comeback live. I've been a bit poorly. I'm feeling a lot better, and now I'm feeling happy that I've had a Flat Earth British Saturday, Flatterday. Okay, so double flat thumbs to infinity fry. Stay epic. 500 of you. Much love to you all. I'm going to be back very soon. Okay, thank you for watching. See you soon.